Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you this special bulletin. I'm agreeing with Screen Rant. Stranger things have happened, but in this little article, there's a rumor going around and about Star Wars and Disney doing a what if series in animation. I guess maybe the Marvel what ifs are successful enough to where they might dabble it in Star Wars. And I, for one, I would actually love to see it. If you haven't seen the Star Wars Visions, do it in the same vein as Star Wars Visions. Give it to different studios. Don't have one person writing all of it or animating all. Maybe have one animation studio, but give it to different writers. Don't give it to the yes men at Disney, at Lucasfilm, who are just going to kowtow to anything and everything. Take a chance, experiment it just like you did with Star Wars Visions. I did not like all of those stories. I liked quite a few of them, roughly 40-50%. Some of the animation couldn't stand, some of it absolutely adored. Do the same thing. I would love to see something like that. Screen Rant goes on. Let's see. Rumors about a Star Wars What If TV series have been circulating on social media, but Star Wars has already explored this type of storytelling. Now, this is not something that I knew about because I stopped following Star Wars a long time ago. No, do not. It would be thrilling to see Star Wars in Infinities continue with other eras, except for this one right there in the middle. Go back to the prequel series, go back to the original trilogy, stay away from the Disney trilogy, because unfortunately, that trilogy has a stank to it. It has an aroma that more and more people are starting to recognize and crawling away from. But the Infinities comics approached things like, apparently, what if Darth Vader had redeemed himself and gotten a white outfit, white uniform? Others, it looks like Leia and Luke going toe-to-toe against each other. And there were all these stories after the original trilogy in the expanded universe of Luke Skywalker going to the dark side, and some other ideas of what if Luke had died in Empire Strikes Back? Stories like that. This would be fantastic. Star Wars could explore what if scenarios like Marvel's What If, yeah. But again, do it in the same vein as the Visions. I would genuinely love to see that. But apparently, not everyone is warming up to it, or they're just trying to take the piss out of it. Over here on comicbook.com. Apparently, the rumor's getting roasted. Fans have already roasting the new Star Wars rumors, because that's what they do. On the internet, you get roasted for foolishness. And I definitely wanted to go over some of these. What If Styles series is in the works. Please be in the works. Please be in the works. I'm sorry. I'm not going to lie. I would love to see it. I would love to see what they could possibly do. Why? Because I have a nonsensical amount of hope that something eventually will be good, regardless of the track record. Announced the Mandalorian Grogu movie. Nobody cares. But Rachel Zegler bringing the heat. Oh, what if somehow Palpatine returned? Wow. Rachel, you just roasted the studio that you work for. That might not be the best idea, but let's continue. What if version of Star Wars is reportedly in the works? Oh, what if Rey didn't bypass the compressor? Oh dear. Such a wonderful quote from such a wonderful movie. I bypassed the compressor. Isn't this Star Wars Visions? Let's see. Ain't that what this is, or am I tweaking? No, you are tweaking, because that's not what Star Wars Visions is. Star Wars Visions were alternate stories from different parts of the galaxy put out there for different animation studios. If you haven't checked it out and you're a Star Wars fan, I do recommend it. The likelihood that you're going to like and you're going to enjoy every single one, but I'm sure with the 2 seasons out there, you'll find something that you will absolutely love, something you might dislike. It's definitely an introduction to some new stories in Star Wars and new animation studios that you've never heard of. can't wait to explore alternate galaxies and narratives. So I guess that is a positive. I wouldn't mind seeing it. A bad logo? What else we got here? Quantum Leap enters the chat. What if Sam Beckett Quantum leaped into Darth Vader at the exact moment his son was being murdered by the Emperor? That's another what if scenario. What if Darth Vader decided not to kill the Emperor? That's a possibility. What could have happened there? Hopefully they are more creative with this. Although I do say with the world between worlds, and Anakin there, he could be the Watcher. Okay, that could be interesting, which would be very nice. As for some ideas, what if Qui-Gon survived? That's a good one. What if, I believe Star Wars Theory was talking about this, which actually pointed me to this whole story, this whole rumor and everything, and got me a little excited. Damn it, Star Wars Theory, you're getting me excited about Star Wars again, which, it's a long time coming. What if Qui-Gon survived? What if Obi-Wan had died instead of Qui-Gon in the battle? Switch those roles. What would have happened to Anakin? He may have gotten the proper teaching, the proper father figure. That could have led down a whole different storyline. Let's see. There was this canceled game that was going to be set in alternate timelines where the story went differently for a lot of characters. Would be cool to see some of this concepts for this potential series. Anything new, anything different, especially when you're going into it knowing that this isn't canon. It's a fun story. It's something you can sit back and enjoy, and, individual stories that you don't have to follow. That wouldn't be bad. Sorry. What if version of Star Wars is reportedly into the works? Of course, that's the rumor. And Rafa responds with, you know what it is. We have Darth Jar Jar. Ted Lasso approves. I find this rumor interesting. I hope it's more than just a rumor. Hope that perhaps Disney Studios, Lucasfilm, sees people talking about it in a positive way, although comical. Yeah, what if... and sees it as a way to bring some fans back in. I've been roasting everything coming out of Disney, judging it on its merit, on its storytelling, on its writing, on its delivery. But I still hold out hope that the next one's going to be good. Here's a chance. Don't fail. Don't let it slip through your fingers. It's easy enough to get people watching, people talking, but I believe somebody said you have to have the right people in charge. That's why I would recommend giving it to different writers outside of Lucasfilm, outside of Disney. Let them put their own little spin on it and see where they go. You never know. You might find yourself a winner. But let me know what you think in the comments. Leave a like, leave a dislike. Do all those nifty little things that us YouTubers beg you to do, and I hope to see you on the next one. Good night.